Glad to have you along for another edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations. And welcome to beautiful Simpsonville, Kentucky, and the University of Louisville Golf Club for the 2016 Kentucky Open Championship. Don Russell, another special guest in just a moment, but we always start with Steve McMillan, the Executive Director of Golf House Kentucky. Another great Kentucky Open here at a beautiful club, University of Louisville Golf Club. Had some weather, had some issues. It all was played very well, and what a great tournament this year.
You know, it really was, Don. This is the 97th Kentucky Open. It's the longest ongoing professional championship in the state of Kentucky. PGA professionals are really proud of this event. It does so many things. It grows the game of golf. It provides our members an opportunity to play. And the great thing is, it brings the best players in the state of Kentucky, amateurs and professionals, brings them together. And then this week, we come together to the University of Louisville Golf Club for the first time for this championship. And we had some really, really good play. I think the people are really going to enjoy seeing the highlights today.
And when you talk about this event, it's the premier event for Golf House Kentucky, and it does take cooperation. Going to let you introduce our co-host professional today, because they are a key part, along with the superintendent we're going to meet later, to make this happen.
Exactly. PGA professional Jake Spott. Jake has been here now at the University of Louisville Club for just a little over, not quite a year yet. This is his first full season. And, Jake, just did a fabulous job of running the operations of the tournament. We really appreciate him. And let's hear what he has to say about the tournament, his first year seeing it.
Jake, I know it was a lot of hard work. Everybody prepared it well, but to host it is a real honor. It's one of the longest championships, as Steve mentioned, but had to be a lot of fun and hard work, just not by you and the superintendent, but everybody had to come together for this, didn't they?
Well, absolutely. When I took the job, I was pretty excited to see this on the schedule. As a player myself, I was a player in the event this year. It's hard to do both, to be honest with you. I missed the cut by one, but obviously we're honored to have it. I mean, we've got a beautiful property here, very challenging golf course, but very fair at the same time. So I wasn't very surprised to see the scores where they were at. And I think that's a testament to the superintendent and John Ballard and how well he keeps this golf course in good shape for us.
Of course, now in the ACC, this is one of the things that everybody stepped it up, and now with the commitment from U of L, you got a wonderful facility that really is available to anybody.
Absolutely. I mean, we're having a really good time this year. Membership's up, and again, the golf courses and the property is only going to improve with the University of Louisville on board with it, and our men's and women's programs have just an amazing place to play and practice. So we'll hopefully be able to elevate their level of play as well.
Glad to have you on the show, and glad you joined us as well on Kroger IKG, and the little sweat bee's not going to stop us from the show. We'll be right back.
Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations, and is presented by Kroger and its partners: Florida's Natural Orange Juice, Sparkling Ice Naturally Flavored Spring Water, Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper. Kroger IKG is also sponsored by PNC Bank and the Legends Tour Championship, presented by Old National Bank, August 19th through the 21st at the French Lick Resort Pete Dye Course.
Only Florida's Natural is 100% grown and squeezed right here in Florida by the same folks that own the company.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
We bring that straight from the Grove taste from us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. And you can taste it in every glass. Florida's Natural. Great taste, naturally.
Make the drive to Eagle Trace, Morehead State University's official golf course. Nestled in the lush green splendor of northeastern Kentucky, Eagle Trace is a gently rolling, beautifully wooded public 18-hole golf course designed to challenge the skills of the most seasoned players, yet enjoyable and playable to all golfers. Still the same great golf course, still the same great challenge, still the same great layout, but now with Zoysia fairways. Book your next tee time, outing, or fundraiser at Eagle Trace Golf Course, located just outside of Morehead off I-64 at exit 133.
people have the same financial goals. PNC Investments works with you to understand yours and helps plan for your retirement. Talk to a PNC Investments financial advisor today.
Taste the feeling.
Glad to have you along on this edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations. And welcome to Simpsonville, Kentucky today for the 2016 Kentucky Open Championship here at the University of Louisville Golf Club. And if that's not enough to say, we want to introduce a guy that played some great golf all 3 days. Cooper Musselman. And Cooper, first of all, congratulations. You were the low amateur and some great competitive golf out there. Let's talk about the days and take them each of the day and tell us how it went for you.
And it was a tremendous golf tournament. Enjoyed every minute of it. It was a really good field this year. There was a lot of good players playing, amateurs and pros. Course was very good. Loved everything about it.
Any adjustments you had to make? Of course, there were some low scores from the beginning. It was hot, a little humid and sticky. Then we had the rain, and it really was some question whether we'd get the third round inning. Any adjustments today? I know it was soft today. Did that help some?
Yeah, it helped a lot. The course softened up after the rain, and that was really the main adjustment. Have to hit some different clubs off the tees because the ball wasn't rolling as much. Balls were spinning off the greens a lot more today than the previous 2 days. Yeah, it was just a lot softer last day than the first 2 rounds.
Well, these young men, you don't realize they play in this event. They play in the amateurs. They play for their college teams. Of course, Cooper at the University of Kentucky. People don't realize, but really the summertime is not an off time. This is when you play outside athletic competition, right?
Yeah. Our coach says it's time to get better. We got a peak at college season, so summer's a good time to just stay competitive and get better every day.
We enjoyed watching you grow up and get better. Best of luck as you go back to UK, and congratulations. A great Kentucky Open this year.
Thank you very much.
I'm Kim Schaefer, the Director of Player Development at Golf House Kentucky. And today we're going to talk about youth golf. And I mean really, really youth golf. I've had a lot of parents and grandparents ask me, what should I do for my 2, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds that kind of are showing an interest in the game? First of all, I think there are some great ideas out there for these little kids. You've got Nicole Weller, who is an LPGA and PGA professional, who has all sorts of different books for little kids, and also Susan Green has a lot of different books for little kids. My son, when he was little, I used to read him these golf books every night before he went to bed. They would cover all the major things in golf, like what's a fairway, what's a green, what's a divot, but in a really fun way that told a story that the kids could relate to. And they learned a lot before they even started swinging a club. The next thing you can do is you can let golf be on their terms. When you take a little kid out to the golf course, they're not going to make it 9 holes. So I remember one time taking my son out there and we played 1 hole and he was ready to go. We said, fine, that's it, we'll go home, because he left that day still having a positive feeling for the game. If you try to push them to play more holes than they want to, then when they're leaving and they're walking away that day, they're having a negative feeling towards the game. So when they're really small, let them be the boss that day. Let them tell you how much golf they want to be exposed to. The other thing we used to do with our son is when we would go out, he used to love to hit it out of the bunker. So he would go over there and hit it out of the bunker sometimes for 20 minutes. That's absolutely fine. It's also a good learning opportunity. Teach him how to rake the bunker. Teach him that you're supposed to walk in the low side of the bunker. The other thing he used to love to do was he wanted to try to hit it over this pond on the golf course. Now, at the time, he had no chance of ever hitting it over that pond. But we would always take out 3 really old golf balls and let him have 3 opportunities to hit it over. And he would just laugh every time it splashed in the water. Well, eventually, one day, he hit one that went over that water, and the whole course probably thought he had a hole-in-one because we were screaming so loud. But it's those little fun things that you have to do with those little bitty kids. Find out exactly what part of the game they like the most, and then encourage that part with them. Do not overload them with instructions or directions. Let them run around in the sand a little bit. Let them throw some golf balls into the water. It's okay. They'll learn the rules and they'll learn the etiquette later. Just develop a love for the game and let's make sure they're having fun. It is never too young to start this game, just like it's never too old to play this game. So keep that in mind and you're going to have a great time with your really young little kids. Thanks so much.
Morehead State University and Eagle Trace Golf Course are proud to provide closed captioning for the hearing impaired for IKG.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor. Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
Flowers are important because they cheer people up, they make people feel better, they say sorry in a really easy way. And that's important to me because if someone's celebrating the birth of a baby or a graduation or some huge success, I get to be a part of that celebration. But every customer wants to be treated like you know them or like you are their friend. I promise, if you come in and get a bouquet from me, it will be fresh, colorful, made with care, and made with you in mind. Hi, I'm Amber, and I'm from the Portland Kroger.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down.
Taste the feeling.
Welcome to our French Lick Report. Glad to have Dave Harner, the Director of Golf Operations, as we do each week on the show. And Dave, as we get closer to the Legends Championship presented by Old National Bank, I know tickets are important, and you guys are always looking for ways to improve things. Bring us up to date on where they are for now.
Well, a couple of things I'd like to say, first of all, is that all junior golfers, and we consider junior golfer any school-age child,
right,
are admitted free. To
so a lot of them, too. They need to be there.
And First Tee of Louisville has been very good. They've brought a bus load every year, and hopefully this year 2 buses. But, you know, we admit all the kids free, and we feel that's important that they get to be with these legends and get to see this great golf course and just be a part of the whole weekend. But more importantly, this year we are on sale with tickets through Ticketmaster for the Legends Championship. The tickets are $15 for adults, kids, of course, free. But this year the big change is the ticket proceeds will be 100% donated back to the Riley Foundation.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, you're paying for tickets, but it's going to a great cause.
You know, we talk in Louisville all the time, and you know, we always have to identify where we live. And I tell the people, and many, of course, know what happens at Riley's, but it's pretty similar to what Corsair does in Louisville.
Yeah, it's our Corsair basically. Yeah. You know, it's been a great relationship. I think there's hardly anyone in this region or in this state maybe that hadn't been touched in some way or another by Riley Children's Hospital.
Anytime you can help children and have a lot of fun, it doesn't get any better than that. For Dave Arner, I'm Don Russell. That's this week's French Lick Report. A couple of young ladies have provided us an opportunity to speak with them as we highlight the PGA professionals in the centennial of the PGA of America. And these young ladies have gotten some work, and I think it's not too far from here. Tell us about who's been the pros that have been the influence for you.
For me, Larry Ward has influenced me. I've been with him for about 6 years, and he's just always inspired me to do my best in golf or out of golf. And he's right back there.
All right, not far away. He might be watching you right now.
Yes, sir.
I know it's really helped, though. And these are the people that teach the game and, as you said, teach you more than just about golf, right?
Yes, sir. He inspires me to do my best in golf, in school, and wherever I am. So.
Well, that's a good advice for anybody. And, of course, excuse me, we don't have to go very far here for you again, but let's talk about who's helped you and how they've helped you.
I would like to thank Grover Justice. I've been with him for like 3 years, and he's been with me since I first started. And I've been rough around the edges, but he's been able to carve me into a better person and to treat people with respect on the golf course and have better sportsmanship for my teammates.
All right, let's do it together here, ladies, on three. Let's do a thanks, PGA Pro. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thanks, PGA Pro.
No two people have the same financial goals. PNC Investments works with you to understand yours and helps plan for your retirement. Talk to a PNC Investments financial advisor today.
You don't need a computer to design something extraordinary. Everyone said that building a golf course here was impossible. The Pete Dye course at French Lick Resort, sketched on a napkin, carved into history. Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor. Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
Only Florida's Natural is 100% grown and squeezed right here in Florida by the same folks that own the company.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
We bring that straight from the Grove taste from us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. And you can taste it in every glass. Florida's Natural. Great taste, naturally.
Glad to be joining on this edition of Kroger IKG by Ashton Van Horn, who is the champion of the 2016 PGA Championship. You got the big trophy. It was a big week. Yeah. Now, you were a little concerned at the beginning. You shot an opening around 74, but yet you really turned it around. That has to make it extra special for you.
This win means so much. You're right. I opened with 74. Really frustrating start. You want to get off to a good start in these. It's 3 rounds. You know, it's not a lot of time to make up ground. But my mom and my dad were so positive and supportive with me after the first round, and they believed in me, and that really helped me go out in the second round with a better outlook and a better mentality, and that's what got me back in it. And then today was just awesome.
You guys had an unbelievable group today. You were all going up, going down, right there together.
Yeah.
But that really keeps it keen for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was. There were a bunch of guys right there, and I kind of had to get off to a hot start to catch up and get in the mix, and it was a dogfight. I was just scrapping for every shot I could. The back nine was tough, but somehow it came out on top.
How'd it feel after the playoff?
Until you finally got that last putt in the hole and you got the trophy, it's just hard to believe. So it feels really good.
You're going to look on that trophy, see a lot of famous names.
Yeah.
What's it mean to you to be on a trophy with some of the greatest golfers ever to play here in the Commonwealth?
It means so much. There's so much history in this event, and you dream of winning a tournament like this. And I've worked so hard, and to have something like this to show for it, my name on this trophy, is going to be really cool.
And a check as a professional.
That helps. Professional golf is not cheap. This helps.
Congratulations, be a great champion.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Hello folks, take a drive and come out to Morehead State University's Eagle Trace Golf Course, nestled in the beauty of Daniel Boone National Forest. Tremendous new zoysia fairways, lots of nice greens, facilities. You can have wedding receptions, golf outings, any kind of business function you'd like also. Visit us at Eagle Trace. You'll be glad you did.
Only Florida's Natural is 100% grown and squeezed right here in Florida by the same folks that own the company.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
We bring that straight from the Grove taste from us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. And you can taste it in every glass. Florida's Natural. Great taste, naturally.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go. It's okay.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
People bond a lot over food and having meals together because it's a fellowship. It's a moment to get to know one another and share experiences with one another. I remember helping a young lady in the produce section. It was her first time making a roast, so I was able to explain to her how to prepare the roast, and she just came back with a huge smile on her face and said, "Nisha, it worked, they loved it." It gives us that one-on-one relationship, and it also says, hey, we're here and we care about you, not just as a customer, but as a friend. Hi, my name is Nisha, and I'm from the Portland Kroger.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling. It's okay. It's alright.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations and is presented by Kroger and its partners, Florida's Natural Orange Juice, Sparkling Ice, naturally flavored spring water, Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper. Kroger IKG is also sponsored by PNC Bank and the Legends Tour Championship, presented by Old National Bank August 19th through the 21st at the French Lick Resort Pete Dye Course.
Had a great time today on this edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky. Glad you joined us today from the beautiful University of Louisville Golf Club here in Simpsonville, Kentucky, as we've been highlighting the 2016 Kentucky Open Championship. John is going to talk to us in just a moment. We're going to end the show, though, with Steve McMillan, Executive Director of Golf House Kentucky. Steve, a great week, a terrific championship in terms of competition. Couldn't have been a better week overall, and had some great champions, a great amateur. Almost had a three-way playoff.
We did. You know, Don, it was a really good week. I mean, barring Mother Nature trying to invert her ways with rain, we had a great play. Coming down to the ninth hole, making the turn in there, we really had a three-way, four-way race going on. Came down to the 18th hole. We go to a playoff. Just great stuff. But something I just really like to say, our real hero this week, John Bauer and his crew, they kept the golf course going for us. I know they really worked hard, and John, we cannot appreciate you enough for everything that you've done, being here new at the club and just coming in with 6 weeks to go before the championship. The work he's done is phenomenal, and we just really appreciate everything that he did.
John, we found out about what you guys did a couple of years ago, embedded at the PGA Championship. Really a wonderful week. We've seen the improvements, had a little challenge from the weather, but you and your staff did a great job. I know everybody has to join in on this, don't they?
Absolutely, Don. Our staff did an outstanding job. These guys, when I first got here about 6 weeks ago, I asked to look at the calendar, and we had the women's event, and we had the 9 and Dine. And then I looked down and I see that we had the Kentucky Open. So we asked the guys, we challenged them to come out and do things a little bit different, to come back in the evenings and work, and they responded to that challenge, and evidence of that can be seen on the golf course.
But doesn't mean you can't have a little fun with it, because our good friend Chuck Breidenbach of the Hill Company, of course, we were embedded with him out at the PGA a couple of years ago. You guys had a little cookout. We have a picture of it. It looked like you worked hard and had some fun.
Absolutely. One thing that will motivate these guys is food, so that's what we made sure all the time, that they were fed and they were ready to go. And Chuck helped us out with that, and we're very appreciative.
Well, thanks to you and everybody here at the University of Louisville Club for opening your arms for this championship. It's a big championship to have, and you really staged it well. And thanks to you and everybody at the University of Louisville for doing a great job.
Thank you, Don.
Thanks to Steve and all our guests, Bill Coomer and all the crew that worked out here. I'm Don Russell. We'll see you next week for another edition of Kroger IKG. Promotional consideration provided by All Good Computers. For sales and service, call Bill Ennis, 502-810-9047.